She stopped asking me to come home, and I thought we were all right. No, brother, she had just run out of words. Monday night, she waited by the window. Tuesday, supper cool beside my chair. Wednesday, she asked if I still loved her. I kissed her cheek and said, you know I care. By Thursday, I was tired of explaining. By Friday, she was tired of asking why. Then one night, she didn't say a word to me. And like a fool, I called that peace of mind. She stopped asking. I thought we were all right. She stopped crying. I thought the hurt had died. There was no thunder, no slam door that night. She stopped asking, and I thought we were all right. She didn't need another promise. She needed you to hear. Every time she raised her voice, she was begging you to come near. But you heard nothing but complaining. You never heard the fear. When a woman quits repeating herself, the end may already be here. I thought love had grown more settled. I thought we had survived the rain. I saw her folding clothes in silence, but I never saw her folding up her pain. She still poured my morning coffee, still laid my Sunday shirt out clean. I mistook the things she did from habit for proof she still believed in me. She stopped asking. I thought we were all right. She stopped reaching. I thought she held me tight. There was no warning that these foolish eyes could see. She stopped asking, but she had stopped believing me. You call it peace, she called it giving up. You called it quiet, she had cried enough. You saw no trouble, she saw no reason left to fight. She stopped asking. You thought you were all right. One evening I came through that doorway, expecting her to ask me where I'd been. She only smiled and warmed my supper like a woman saying goodbye within. I should have asked why she looked so weary. I should have put my old pride down. But I ate my meal and read the evening paper while her heart packed up without a sound. She was not trying to punish you. She was not waiting for another man. She had carried every conversation as far as one tired woman can. She wanted you to cross that kitchen, take a trembling hand in yours, but you kept waiting for tomorrow. till tomorrow walked out the door. Lord, I remember all those evenings.
The clock above the stove,
The clock above the stove,
hallway light,
her quiet hands, and me believing silence meant that everything was right. Why didn't I hear what she wasn't saying?
Why
didn't I see what she tried to hide?
Why did I wait?
Why did I wait until the room was empty to understand the woman by my side? Because some men hear a woman's anger, but never hear the lonely underneath. And when her voice becomes a whisper, she may already be preparing to leave.
She stopped asking.
He thought they were alright.
She stopped crying.
He slept so well that night. No broken dishes, no last and bitter fight. She stopped asking,
And he thought
they were alright. She stopped
reaching.
He never felt her hand let go.
She stopped hoping,
But he was the last to know.
she still loved him.
But love had lost the will to fight. She stopped asking,
And he thought
they were alright. Thought we were alright.
she had cried enough.
Thought the storm had passed.
She had given up.
There was no angry word. Her silence said goodbye.
She stopped asking.
You never asked her why.
She stopped asking.
You thought that meant peace.
She stopped asking.
Her heart was preparing to leave. I thought we were alright. Lord, I thought we were alright.
I thought we were alright.
She had just run out of words. She stopped asking me to come home, and I thought we were alright. No, brother, she had just run out of words. Monday night, she waited by the window. Tuesday, supper cooled beside my chair. Wednesday, she asked if I still loved her. I kissed her cheek. I worked all night. She waited all alone. You were earning that money, brother, but she was losing her home. The factory whistle called me before sundown. I kissed her once and hurried through the door. She stood beneath that little porch light, saying, "Will you be late again once more?" I held up these two hard-working hands and said, "Everything I do is done for you." She nodded while I walked toward the corner, but I never heard her whisper, "I need you too." I worked all night. She waited all alone. I kept the lights burning, but the fire was almost gone. I brought my whole pay envelope back to that little home. I worked all night. She waited all alone. She wasn't asking for a diamond She wasn't asking for a wider door. She wanted your coat upon the old chair and your footsteps crossing that kitchen floor. She saved your supper till the gravy hardened, kept one small lamp burning in the hall. You thought that money said I love you. She heard an empty house say nothing at all. I punched that clock through rain and winter, with her picture folded in my shirt. Every hour I believed I proved my loving, never knowing every hour brought hurt. I dreamed about a better table, a newer stove, a room with painted walls. She dreamed about one quiet evening when my hand would be the only thing she held. You worked all night, she waited all alone. He built a roof above her, but she could not feel him home. He brought his whole pay envelope, set it beside the telephone. He worked all night, she waited all alone. One Saturday I came home before midnight. I found 2 plates still waiting by the stove. She had fallen asleep there at the table, with her Sunday dress still waiting to be sewn. I laid my wages gently near her fingers, thinking she would smile when she awoke. But her eyes opened tight and distant, and these were the only words she spoke. I know those hands are worn from working. I know you carried more than I could see. But I would trade these rooms and every dollar for one night when you came home to me. I never wanted you to stop providing. I never asked you to lay your burden down. I only wanted to share the man I married before his work took every evening out of town. Her words cut deeper than that factory whistle. For the first time I could see her side. I had been building us a better future, while the love we had was starving every night. And she had hidden how the silence hurt her, thinking a good wife should understand. She kept saying he is working for us, while she slowly stopped reaching for his hand. Neither heart was made of stone, neither one had stopped loving. One kept working for tomorrow, one needed love that evening. I paid the rent, she paid with lonely nights. Kept food on the table, she ate beneath one line. I thought I gave things. She wanted you, not things. Lord, how could 2 people love so true and miss what love was saying? He worked all night, she worked all night, she waited all. He kept the lights burning, but the fire was almost gone. He brought his whole paid envelope, she needed 2 arms to hold him. He worked all night, she waited all alone. She knew why he was working, he never knew why she cried. He was trying to build tomorrow, she was losing him each night. They were both giving everything in the only way they know. He worked all night, she waited all alone. I was working for our future, she needed you that night. I thought my wages proved it, she needed your arms held tight. I kept the roof above her, she kept the porch title. I worked all night, she waited all alone. Neither one stopped the lover, they just could not see what I call
revival she called losing me. I worked all night, she waited all alone. Two hearts beneath one roof, trying to love in two different ways. I worked all night, she waited all alone. You were earning that money, brother, but she was losing her home. The factory whistle called me before sundown. I kissed her once and hurried through the door. She stood beneath that little porch light, saying, "Will you be late again once more?" I held up these two.
She cried in the kitchen. I prayed in the hall. Two hearts needed mercy, but pride built a wall. It started with a cup left by the sink, a little thing that should have passed us by. But old wounds came walking through the doorway, and soon her voice was trembling when she cried. She said, "You never hear me when I need you. I heard you never do one thing right. I raised my voice to guard my wounded feelings, and she turned beneath that pale kitchen light. She cried in the kitchen, prayed in the hall. We both wanted loving, but neither one would call. Her hand was on the doorknob, my back was to the wall. She cried in the kitchen, I prayed in the hall. She was not fighting over coffee. That cup was not the reason for her tears. She was carrying 100 lonely evenings she had swallowed down across the years. And he was not a man without affection. He was frightened every time she named his wrong. He had learned to hide behind his anger, because no one taught him how to say, "I'm not that strong." I heard a chair move by the table. I heard her try to keep her weeping low. I sat upon that cold and narrow hallway floor, waiting for my stubborn feet to go. One step would have carried me toward her. One word could have softened up the night. But I kept waiting for her to say she needed me, while she kept waiting for me to make it right. She cried in the kitchen, he prayed in the hall. They both wanted loving, but pride stood 10 feet tall. No stranger came between them, no other love at all. She cried in the kitchen, he prayed in the hall. The clock above the stove struck one time. Rain tapped against the window glass. I remembered how I held her at our wedding, and wondered how we ever came to this. Then I heard her softly call my name, or maybe that was only what I prayed.
I rose and put my hand upon the doorway, but fear made me pull that hand away. On the other side, her hand was reaching. She almost turned that same old brass doorknob too. But she remembered all the times she crossed that distance and wondered why the first step was always hers to do. She wanted him to come without a begging. He wanted her to call without a fight. Two hands were resting inches from each other, with one wooden door between them all that night. I thought she wanted to defeat me. She only wanted to be heard. She thought I did not care about her. You did not know how to find the words. I waited for her anger to be over. She waited for your pride to fall. She cried in the kitchen, and I prayed in the hall. Before the morning, she came through that doorway. Her eyes were red, her coffee had gone cold. She placed one hand upon my weary shoulder, but neither one said what the night had told. I wanted to say, darling, please forgive me. She wanted to say, don't leave me alone. Instead, I stood and dressed myself for working, and she turned back toward that quiet kitchen stove. Love did not leave them in that hallway. It stood between them, waiting to be named. But every truth they kept beneath their breath added one more little coal upon the flame. A marriage seldom breaks in one loud moment. Sometimes it fades behind a bedroom wall, while one heart cries beneath the kitchen light, and another kneels 10 steps away in the hall. She cried in the kitchen, I prayed in the hall. They both needed mercy. They both were afraid to call. Her hand reached for the doorknob. His shadow touched the wall. She cried in the kitchen. He prayed in the hall. They were not through with loving, they had not lost it all. But love cannot hear an unspoken prayer through a proud and silent wall. She cried in the kitchen, he prayed in the hall. I should have crossed that doorway, she should not have stood alone. I should have said, forgive me, she was waiting for you to come. Her hand was on the doorknob, your hand was on the wall. She cried in the kitchen, you prayed in the hall. Only 10 steps between us, but pride made it so far. Only 10 steps between us, and neither crossed them at all. She cried in the kitchen.
Our wedding picture watched us fall apart, still smiling from the wall. Two young hearts held forever, before forever learned to fall. There it was above the old piano, me in my Sunday suit, her dressed in white. My hand was resting gently on her shoulder, like I would never let her leave my side. that a young man knew how to look upon her, that a young woman trusted every word. Now we pass beneath that faded picture like two strangers who were frightened to be heard. Our wedding picture watched us fall apart, still smiling from the wall. It saw her stop reaching, it saw me miss it all. The glass held one bright morning, while shadows filled the dark. Our wedding picture watched us fall apart. She remembered how he shook before the preacher, how his voice broke when he promised all his days. He remembered how she laughed beneath her veil and brushed the happy tears from off his face. Neither one believed the love had vanished. Both could feel it breathing underneath. But they spoke about the weather and the money, while every tender word stayed in their teeth. One evening, I found her dusting off that picture. Her finger rested softly on my face. I said, we surely look much younger, then walked on by and never saw the pain. She wanted me to ask what she remembered. I wanted her to say she still was mine. But she returned the picture to the piano, and I returned to reading, wasting time. That wedding picture watched them fall apart, still smiling from the wall. It saw two hands stop touching, it heard no mercy call. The frame held their beginning, the room concealed their hearts. That wedding picture watched them fall apart. She still wore the ring I gave her. I still kept mine upon my working hand. But gold around her finger cannot answer all the things two hearts do not understand. She thought I had forgotten every promise. I thought remaining there was proof enough. She needed me to speak the vows I lived by. I thought staying in that house still counted love. He did not know that silence felt like leaving. She did not know staying was his plea. He never learned to dress his love in language. She could not live on love she could not see. They stood beneath the same old wedding picture, each believing only one still tried. She counted every word he never gave her. He counted every year he stayed beside her side. I gave her my name. She needed your heart. I never left that house, but you still drifted apart. I wore that golden ring. She wore her lonely night. We kept the picture hanging, but we lost what made it bright. The morning that she packed her little suitcase, she took no silver, took no wedding plate. She stood before that photograph in silence, then touched the frame and walked toward the gate. I came downstairs and saw the empty closet, saw her ring beside the bedroom light. Then I looked up at those two smiling people who had never dreamed love could lose the fight. She carried every good year with her. She did not leave because they were untrue. She left because the man inside that picture had become somebody she could no longer reach through. And he was still that frightened, faithful young man, buried underneath his work and pride. But he found the words she needed on the morning. There was no one left inside the house to hear him cry. I stood before that picture and said, "Darling, I remember every promise.
I just forgot that promises
Must be spoken more than once.
our wedding picture watched us fall apart.
Still smiling from the wall, it saw her love me deeply.
If it saw me pour up,
No lie came through our doorway. No stranger stole our heart.
our wedding picture watched us.
We'd witnessed every scar. Two people can't stay close enough to touch. You still grow miles apart.
Our wedding picture
Watched us fall apart. We were smiling in that picture.
before the silence came.
She was wearing my promise.
You were giving her your name.
I never stopped loving her.
She needed love she could feel.
I thought staying was enough.
She needed words that were real.
That picture kept our mourning.
That room kept all our scars.
Our wedding picture watched us.
Watched us fall apart.
We sat together and prayed alone. Same wooden pew, but two hearts far from home. Sunday bells were calling through the morning. She wore the blue dress I had always loved. I held the church door open like a gentleman, but never touched the hand inside her glove. We walked the aisle beneath the colored windows, then took the same old place in the third row. The preacher spoke about forgiving, while we hid the things we could not let each other know. We sat together and prayed along. Two rings were shining, but the tenderness was gone. We sang the same hymn beneath the same church dome. We sat together and prayed along. Lord, let him see me sitting here beside him. Let him remember how he once held my hand. I do not need a house filled up with riches. I only need to know he understands. Give me the strength to speak without accusing. Give him the grace to hear me without shame. And if there's still a road that leads between us, please help us find our way to it again. Lord, let her know I never stopped loving. I know my quiet ways have caused her pain. I carried every burden on my shoulders and thought a working man should not complain. Give me the words my father never gave me. Take this foolish pride out of my bones. Teach me how to tell the woman sitting near me that I am just as frightened and alone. They sat together and prayed along, both asking heaven to save the same old home. Ooh, two voices sighed through the valley, I heard her voice go trembling on one line. She heard me whisper mercy near the ending, but neither one looked up to meet the other's eyes. The preacher said, now turn and greet your neighbor. She offered me the smallest, saddest smile. I took her hand the way I would a stranger, though I had known that hand for half my life. She wanted him to hold it one breath longer. He wanted her to feel him holding on. But both released before the moment answered, whether something between them still was strong. She thought if he still loved me, he would tell me. He thought if she still loved me, she would know. Two hearts kept asking heaven for a doorway, while standing where the door was open. All along we knew every word to every hymn, but not the words our marriage needed. We raised our hands toward heaven while the love between us pleaded. We asked the Lord to change each other when both of you were wrong. We sat beneath one holy roof and prayed there all alone. After service, people stood around us. They said, you two still make a handsome pair. She thanked them with that gentle Sunday manner. I smiled as though no sorrow followed there. We drove back home without the radio. Her Bible rested between us on the seat. Inside were two small prayers for the same marriage that neither one would ever let the other read. She wrote, Lord, bring my husband back beside me. He wrote, Lord, don't let my woman go. The answers were not hiding up in heaven. They were written in the words they did not show. No lack of love had brought them to that Sunday. No faithless heart had led their feet astray. They simply learned to pray around each other when they should have found the courage there to stay. We sat together and prayed alone, two broken voices asking for the same home. We wore our Sunday best but carried weekday stones. We sat together and prayed alone. We sang of mercy, we sang of coming home. But mercy needs a doorway, and love must make itself known. We sat together, Lord, and prayed alone. Lord, let her know I love her. Turn and tell her so. Lord, let him hear my sorrow. Do not hide it anymore. We asked heaven for an answer. The answer sat beside you. We asked heaven for a doorway. The door was open wide. We sat together and prayed alone. Same wooden pew, same prayed alone. Same wooden pew, but two hearts far from home. Sunday bells were calling through the morning. She wore the blue dress I had always loved. The telephone was between us all night, but neither one made it ring. Two hands reached through the darkness, then drew back from the same old thing. Her coffee cup was by the window. Her coat was gone, her key was on the shelf. She said she'd stay a while with her sister, till we took a look inside ourselves. I sat beside that black telephone, her number underneath my shaking hand. I turned the dial as far as number 7, then watched it slowly circle back again. The telephone was between us all night. One honest word could have made it right. I waited for her, she waited for me. Two lonely hearts where love used to be. The telephone was between us all night. Pride kept holding the line too tight. Her hand touched the receiver, mine did the same, but neither one called the other one's name. At her sister's house, she lay there dressed, watching headlights cross the bedroom wall. She said, if he still wants this marriage, before the morning comes, that man will call. She lifted up the receiver after midnight and listened to the empty humming line. She almost turned the number she remembered, then said, the first step can't always be mine. At 12:15, I heard her ringing. It was only rain against the window pane. At 1:30, I found a folded letter with my name written softly in the rain. It said, I did not leave because I hate you. No other man has ever called my name. I left because I could not make you see me, and I was tired of carrying all the blame. The telephone was between them all night. One honest word could have carried the light. He waited for her, she waited for him. Both were afraid to begin again. The telephone was between them all night. Two darkened rooms and one losing fight. Her hand touched the receiver, his did the same, but neither one called the other one's name. She remembered every time she called him crying and heard him say, we'll talk when I get home. He remembered every angry conversation that left him feeling helpless and alone. She feared another promise without meaning. He feared another word would start a fight. She guarded what was left inside her. He guarded his old pride throughout the night. I finally dialed the first 3 numbers. My heart beat louder than the falling rain. Then I pictured all the sorrow in her answer and laid that heavy receiver down again. What if she said she did not miss me? What if she said our final day had come? A man can face the noise of any factory, then tremble at the voice of the one he loves. I needed her to say, come get me. She needed you to say, come home. I thought you wanted time without me. She was listening for the telephone. I feared a voice would break me. She feared your heart had turned to stone. 2 people waited through the same long night, each believing they waited alone. At 2, the rain grew even harder. At 3, the hallway clock began to slow. At 4, I held a picture
to my chest and spoke the word she would never know. Darling, I was wrong to let you leave here. I was wrong to make you carry every load. If you will walk back through that doorway, I'll meet you more than halfway down the road at that same hour. She told the darkness, if he calls me now, I'll listen one last time. I do not need him begging for forgiveness. I only need the truth without his pride. But dawn came through two separate windows. Two tired hands released two silent phones. Love survived the distance of the city, but barely survived one night alone. The telephone was between us all night. One little call could have changed our lives. I waited for her, she waited for me. Two stubborn hearts begging silently. The telephone was between us all night. No miles between us, but we lost the fight. Her hand touched the receiver, mine the same. But neither one called the other one's name. That telephone was close enough to touch. Her voice was only 7 numbers away. But fear can make one room feel like a prison. Pride can turn one night into yesterday. I waited for her call, she waited for yours. My hand touched the receiver, her hand was there too. And pride can turn one night into yesterday. I waited for her call, she waited for yours. Her coffee cup was by the window. Her coat was gone, her key was on the shelf.
She left her key beside my coffee and took her loving out the door. That key did not mean she stopped loving. She could not keep waiting anymore. I came home with the daylight on my shoulders, my working shoes still heavy from the night. The kitchen lamp was burning by the window, but something in that room did not feel right. My coffee waited cold upon the table. A folded page was leaning on the cup, and there beside the sugar bowl lay one brass key that told me she had finally given up. She left her key beside my coffee, where her gentle hand had been. No angry words upon the doorway, no promise to return again. She took one case and all the sorrow. She left our pictures on the wall. She left her key beside my coffee, and that little key said it all. Before the dawn, she stood beside the dresser, holding the blue dress he loved to see. She placed it back among the other dresses, saying, let one good memory remain with me. She packed the shoes she wore before their wedding, her mother's Bible and a photograph. She heard his voice inside each quiet bedroom, and nearly put the suitcase handle back. Her note began, "Please don't think I hate you. There is no other man who called my name. I know you worked to keep this house around us. I know I let my silence share the blame. But every night I waited by that window, a little more of who I was grew small. I cannot spend another year still loving a man who does not know I'm there at all." She left her key beside his coffee, with a tear upon the page. She did not leave in sudden anger. She had left in little ways. She took one case and all the sorrow. She left her white dress on the wall. She left her key beside his coffee, and that little key said it all. I walked into our half-filled bedroom. Her perfume lingered softly in the air. One empty place was waiting in the closet, but most of what she owned was still in there. That hurt me more than if she'd taken everything. It said she did not leave to start anew. She only took the things she could not live without, and somehow I was not among the few. She paused before she crossed the front porch. Her fingers touched the paint beside the frame. She remembered when he carried her through that doorway, and how proudly she had taken on his name. She wanted him to turn the corner early, to see her and to ask her not to go. But morning found the streets still cold and empty, so she laid the key down soft and closed the door. I thought that house was proof I loved her. She felt alone in every room. I thought her silence meant forgiveness. She had been saying goodbye to you. I thought tomorrow still belonged to us. She had stopped believing that was true. Two people loved beneath that roof, but neither knew what love should do. I read a letter standing by the window as the factory whistle called another day. For the first time in 20 years of working, I let that whistle blow and stayed away. I held a key until it marked my fingers. I warmed the coffee, but I did not drink. All the words I should have said across the years came rushing through my heart, too late to speak. Across the town, she sat inside a bus stop, her little suitcase resting by her feet. She wondered if he found the key and let her. She wondered if he finally understood her grief. She did not smile when that bus came toward her. She did not feel the freedom she had planned. She looked once more along the waking street, still hoping she might see her husband's working hands. She left her key beside my coffee, but she carried love away
She left no curse upon my doorway.
I reached the station after her train was gone. She watched that platform fading, still praying you would come. Her letter shook between my fingers. Her key had marked its shape into my hand. One line said she was taking the 920 to spend some time with family in Birmingham. I ran outside without my jacket. I left the front door standing open wide. A neighbor saw me racing toward the corner, but not one passing car would stop and give me a ride. I reached the station after her train was gone. The whistle cried behind the hills. The empty tracks rolled on. I called her name through smoke and rain, but only silence answered on. I reached the station after her train was gone. She sat beside her Rain Street window, her suitcase pressed against her trembling knee. Each time the station doorway opened, she raised her eyes, believing it was he. The porter called all aboard for Birmingham. She waited till he called it one more time. Then she stepped aboard that train so slowly, still searching every face along the line. I reached the corner as the bus was leaving. I begged the driver, take me all the way. He saw the fear and sorrow in my face and drove as hard as that old bus could race. The church clock struck as we crossed the river. The station roof came rising through the rain. Then one long and lonely whistle sounded, and my heart knew before I saw the train. He reached the station. He reached the station after her train was gone. She watched the town grow smaller. She still wished he had come. Two hearts were moving farther with every wheel rolling on. He reached the station after her train was gone. Her handkerchief lay near the wooden bench, the one with little flowers stitched in blue. I held it like it still could carry one final word to lead me back to you. I asked the man behind the window, did you see a woman dressed in Sunday gray?
He said she waited till the final warning, then boarded with her face turned down that way.
Inside the train, she heard the whistle. Her hand was pressed against the window glass. She saw a bus pull hard beside the station, but trees and smoke were moving by too fast. She rose and tried to see behind the carriage for one short breath. She thought she saw him run, then the bin carried the platform from her vision, and the town disappeared behind the morning sun. I came to say I finally heard her.
She needed that long before.
I came to promise promised I would change.
She had heard that at the door.
This time every word was honest.
She had no strength for one time more.
He came prepared to save their loving,
But her train had left the shore.
I stood beneath that station clock till evening.
Another train arrived, then rolled away.
I watched the people run to waiting arms
And felt the cost of every wasted day.
No other woman waited in my future.
No angry husband cursed her from that track.
Just one man who learned the price of silence.
And one good woman too afraid to turn back.
She did not leave because she ceased to love him. She cried each mile that carried her away. But love had brought her back too many times. And this time
She had promised not to stay.
he did not run
Because he feared an empty house. He ran because the truth had found its heart.
but truth that comes when the wheels are turning.
Can name the pain without undoing the parting. I reached the station after her train was gone.
She watched that platform disappear.
Still wishing I had come. I called her name through smoke and rain.
She whispered mine alone. I reached the station
After her train was gone,
we both were crying.
we both held on. She carried love toward Birmingham.
I held her
Key till dawn.
Sometimes the harder acts the truth after the chances travel on.
I reached the station after her train was gone.
If I had crossed that kitchen, if I had made that call, if I had heard the sorrow in a silence down the hall. But a man cannot ask an empty track to bring yesterday back home. Her letter shook between my fingers. Her key had marked its shape into my hand. One line said she was taking the 9:20 to spend some time with family in Birmingham. I ran outside without my jacket. I left the front door standing open wide. A neighbor saw me racing toward the corner, but not one passing car was stopping. Give me a ride, I reached the station after. She missed the boy I used to be. I miss the woman she became. You both were reaching backward, but not reaching for the same. Years had passed since that train left the station. I lived above a store on Jefferson Street. One rainy night, an old record started playing, the song we danced to when our love was new and sweet. I found our wedding picture in a drawer, beside her letters tied with faded string. I saw the hopeful boy inside that photograph and wondered where I ever buried him. She missed the boy I used to be, the one who held her tenderly I miss the woman walking through my dreams, but we were missing different memories. She missed the promise in my younger eyes. I miss the love before goodbye. We both look back at what we used to be, but time would not return the key. In another town, she heard that same old record coming softly through a neighbor's open door. She remembered him in his first Sunday jacket, waiting with wildflowers on her mother's porch. She did not miss the nights beside the window. She did not miss the silence in their room. She missed the young man who would cross the whole town just to spend one Sunday afternoon. I miss the way she warmed the kitchen, the little song she sang while making tea. I missed her blue dress hanging by the doorway, and how she once believed the best in me. But memories are kind to guilty people. They polish every joy and hide each scar. I miss the woman who had loved me, but not enough to see how tired we were. She missed the boy he used to be before his pride spoke silently. He missed the woman he could not forget before her love became regret. They missed the laughter and the younger days, but not the hurt that drove them separate ways. They both look back across the years through different memories and the same old tears. One winter morning, she sent a short letter. I heard our old song yesterday. I hope you found the peace you were searching for. I hope your working hands have learned to pray. I held that page against my chest. I read each line until the evening came. She signed it with the name she had before me, but I still whispered her married name. She wanted him to know she had forgiven. She did not write to open up the door. She honored what was beautiful between them without returning to what wounded her before. He wanted to believe that she still needed him. Her kindness made his old hope rise again. But sometimes love can bless what once was precious without asking it to live that life again. I miss the woman who left me. She missed the boy who left behind. I wanted back our old house. She wanted back that younger time. She wanted back that younger time. I thought our memories called her home. They only proved the love was real. The past can show two hearts their joy without repairing
but they could not heal.
I placed her letter near our wedding picture, then let the old record play once more. For one song I was that hopeful young man, standing with wildflowers at her door. And somewhere she was that laughing young woman, turning beneath a summer porch light glow. We met again inside a memory, in the only place that time would let us go. She missed the boy I used to be. I miss the woman loving me. I miss the woman walking through my dreams and found the truth in different ways. She missed the promise in my young. We both love, we both lost. She paid in lonely nights. He learned the truth at too great a cost.
We both loved,
we both lost. There was no stranger in our bedroom, no secret letter hiding in a drawer, no hateful hand had broken our promise. We simply stopped crossing the floor. She cried beneath the kitchen light. I prayed 10 steps away in the hall. We both wanted the other one to reach us, but pride would not let either one call.
we both loved,
We both lost.
we both lost.
Two faithful hearts still pay the cost. She gave her years,
I gave my hands,
but love needs more
then wedding bands.
No one wing.
Goodbye came,
Two empty hearts
carry the blame.
we both loved.
We both lost.
She knew he worked to keep the roof above her. She knew his tired hands had done their best. But every night she ate a supper waiting, with an empty chair beside her loneliness. She did not leave because her love had ended. She left because she could not disappear. A woman may forgive 1,000 evenings, then lose the strength to face another year. I thought my staying proved devotion. I thought my wages said what I could not. I never learned that love must cross a kitchen, sit down beside the one whose heart it bought. I wore my ring through every working hour. I never gave another woman my name, but faithfulness without tenderness still left the woman I loved standing in the rain.
They both
lost.
They both lost.
Two honest hearts still pay the cost. He gave his strength.
She
Neither one could hear.
the other's tears.
No one wondering.
Goodbye came,
Two wounded hearts,
carry the same.
they
Both loved.
They both lost. We sat together in that Sunday service, both asking heaven to repair our home. Her Bible rested between us in the motor car. holding two prayers neither one had shown. The telephone stood waiting through the midnight. Her hand reached out, mine did the same. 7 little numbers lay between us, but neither found the courage to speak the other's name. Then one brass key beside his coffee said what her tired voice no longer could. She rode away upon that morning railway. He reached the empty station where she'd stood. He finally knew the weight that she had carried. She finally saw that he had truly tried. But truth arrived when wheels were already turning, and love alone could not reverse the tide. She was not wrong for leaving. You were not wrong to care.
I was wrong to hide my love.
She was wrong to hide despair.
We waited for each other
till waiting wore love thin. There was no single guilty heart, only two who could not let the other in. If I could speak to every working man sitting where I used to sit, I would say, do not wait for silence to tell you what her tears once did. And if she could speak to every weary woman, she would say, do not bury every sorrow till your heart has gone too far away. Say it while the porch light is burning. Say it while 2 chairs remain. Reach across the room before tomorrow becomes an empty station in the rain. We both love, we both lost,
we both lost.
2 faithful hearts still pay the cost.
2 faithful hearts still pay the cost.
She carried hope,
I carried pride.
we stood so close yet lived outside. No one won
when goodbye came.
We both remember,
we both changed.
we both loved.
We both lost.
Love was real,
the hurt was too.
She had a truth,
I have mine too.
we blessed the years,
we named the stars.
we let forgiveness find our hearts. We both loved,
we both lost.
For every man who worked all night,
go home and hold her hand.
go home and hold her hand.
For every woman crying quietly,
help them understand.
For every phone that has not rung,
call while there is time. For every key still on the table,
do not leave love behind.
She was not my enemy, he was not a heart of stone. We were 2 imperfect people
trying to build one home. They both left,
we both left,
they both lost.
we paid the cost. She paid in lonely nights, he learned the truth at too great a cost. We both loved,
we both lost.
there was no stranger in our bedroom, no secret letter hiding in a drawer, no hateful hand had broken our promise. We simply stopped crossing the floor. She cried beneath the kitchen light, I prayed 10 steps away in the hall.